Hi, I'm Christina Sherilyn, and I'm a vintage reseller, which means I rummage through people's unwanted items and find the most amazing vintage pieces to give them a second chance. I love styling up vintage clothing in a modern way, investigating the history of each piece, and most of all, I love the treasure hunt. So follow along on my journey and let's see what we can find. Hello girls and squirrels, happy Wednesday. It's actually Tuesday for me, but this is the first day in like a week, 2 weeks that I've been home alone and I can actually like film a day in the life vlog. I haven't filmed one of these in a really long time, so bear with me because I'm very scatterbrained right now. This quarantine got me feeling some type of way. So I have one package going out, full transparency. This is the first sale I've had in like literally 10 to 11 days, maybe 12, maybe 13. I've lost track at this point, but I'm gonna go ahead and pack that one sale up. I'm super grateful. Thank you for whoever bought this bundle for me. You rock. I don't really know what I'm gonna do today. I think because the lighting, it's so overcast outside and the lighting is just terrible in here right now, I think what I'm gonna do is go through my pile of stuff and try to find things that need like stain removal or something like fixed on them. Since I moved, I obviously have a new little setup. So I got this little cart from Target for I think like $30. I left this top shelf empty because this is where I like pack up my orders since I don't really have a lot of like space, you know, in here. It's just my bedroom. So I needed like a flat surface to do shipping on. So I've got tape and like different shipping supplies right there, tissue paper, got my little hoard of bubble wrap and just like extra fill paper. So this bin right here is full of stuff that needs to be photographed and listed. I've got my little cabinet right here that holds some poly mailers. I've also got some boxes stacked up right there. I need to find like a system for that, but for now it's fine there. And then I just kind of have this like decorated right here because it's under my TV. So I just, you know, kind of camouflages the little like inventory area. It makes it look a little cuter and not just like, you know, it's an inventory area. But anyways, it is functional. So here are all my barbs that I've been collecting to recycle. Here is home decor storage, and obviously on the side I've got more home decor storage, and whatever doesn't fit right here I just put in my closet. I've got a row of clothes right here, and then over here we also have some clothing storage. I put this little tray here. I don't know what I'm going to put on it yet. I've got my printer, and up here we've got this little accordion rack with bags and belts on it, and if I have like different accessories they will go on there as well. Then I've got my little basket of like reseller essentials, my sweater shaver, a rag to, you know, wipe things down, my orange essential oil to get Sharpie off of shoes. That's a little hack in case you didn't know. Focus. If you use any sort of citrus essential oil, it will take the Sharpie marker off of shoes or, you know, frames, home decor, whatever. That is a great tool to have in your kit. Over here I've got this little basket of like my steamer and like stain removers and things like that. Those are some boots I need to list. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and pack up the order. It's a bundle. It's this little brass pot and a Disney crew neck sweatshirt. So I'm gonna get that and we will get to packing. I'll show you guys how I pack my items. Alrighty, so I've already printed off my label on my Rollo printer. If you guys are looking for a really good thermal printer, highly recommend Rollo over the other one. I have a code. It's always linked down in the description box of my videos if you guys want to save 10%. So the first thing I do is get a box, obviously. You can use any flat rate box. They look like this. Any box from the post office, any of these like priority boxes you can use. Even if they say flat rate on them, you can use them. The only ones you can't use are the express boxes. Those are free at the post office, so get those. I personally keep Amazon boxes as well because I like to try and recycle as many boxes as possible instead of using new ones. So that's the case today. I've got this box. It's perfect for this little bundle. So I'm going to go ahead and reuse this box. So this goes for any clothing clothing item, I like to lint roll, which I'm out of, so I'm going to be using packing tape, but I like to lint roll everything, make sure that the item is nice and clean and presentable for when my customer gets their item. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Like I said, desperate times call for desperate measures. I am out of lint rollers, so tape it is. Here we go. So another thing I like to do before I pack up the item, especially with sweaters or sweatshirts, I go ahead and run the sweater shaver over it one more time just in case I missed any pilling. Maybe this is just me being super, you know, picky and a perfectionist, but I just like to do this extra step. It makes me feel better. So that's what we're gonna do. A bippity boppity boo. So the next step is to wrap it in tissue paper. I do this with all of my clothing items. I just put one piece of tissue paper on it. I don't wrap my items in plastic. I have never had an issue with items getting damaged. So this is the way I do it. It's better for the environment. Don't use plastic. Okay, let's do this. All right, so as you can see, I have my little item folded up. I'm just gonna fold this up. Again, this is hard to do with one hand, so I'm gonna do this off camera, but I'll show you what it looks like after. Alrighty, so this is the final product. Just the cute little wrapping. Nothing crazy. Then I've also got my little pot, so I'm gonna wrap that up. It's not breakable, so I'm just gonna wrap it in tissue paper and put it in the box. Alrighty, so as you can see, I just put the pot in there upside down right on top of that, and then I'm going to put some packing paper in the top so it doesn't move around, and the sweatshirt is going to act as a padding. So, you know, just get creative, people, get creative. So I've got some packing paper that I'm going to recycle. This is what they wrap your items in at Goodwill. I always keep this paper because it makes great packing paper. So I'm just going to put this on top and around the brass planter so that it doesn't move around in shipping. So now it's all wrapped up like that. There is some gapping right there, as you can see, but I think it's secure enough to survive the shake test. Let's see. Yep, nothing's moving. All right, let's tape this bad boy up. Funny story for you. I bought this tape and I already have a tape dispenser, but this roll is too big, so now I'm just having to slum it and not have a tape dispenser, and man, it has made me thankful for a tape dispenser. I have to get my scissors out like a peasant. Ugh, what a terrible, what a terrible life, you know? All right, so now what you wanna do if you are reusing Amazon boxes, make sure you take the little sticker with the barcode. Like if there's any stickers with barcodes on it, or, you know, any type of like information, be sure and take those off or cover them. As you can see, the shipping label, the original shipping label is right here, but I'm going to cover it with the new shipping label. And I've taken all other barcodes off. So we will be good to go. Alrighty. I know a lot of people use thank you cards, but honestly, they just go in the garbage. It's wasteful, in my opinion. If you want to send thank you cards, keep doing that. But in my opinion, you know, a simple thank you on the outside of the box is totally fine. So I will just take my Sharpie and write thank you right on the box and make it super cute. Put a little heart with it, you know, just to show them that I do care. There you go. And that's sufficient enough. I don't feel the need to put a thank you card in here that someone is just going to throw away. And honestly, I've never had anyone complain about this method. So let's get to the post office. Now, normally I would not go to the post office. You guys know I love scheduling pickups, but since moving out to the absolute middle of nowhere, we don't get pickups out here. So I have to go to the post office, but luckily it's literally like a block from my house. It's not even like a minute drive. So it's super nice. Also, I just realized that I walked out of the house in my slippers. Do I care? No, it's the apocalypse. It's fine. Y'all, when I said I moved to the country, I am not kidding. This is a real dirt road. This is my road. That's what? I really just did like a full 180, y'all. Crazy. I've been watching too many TikToks. Can you tell? This red dirt got all of our cars looking like that. Y'all thought I was kidding about my slippers. I was not. you guys, that was the strangest thing I've ever seen. They had this like makeshift like plastic tarp in front of like the opening at the counter, and you just like, they have an opening like cut in it, and you just kind of like put your package through there. I was like, how you holding up? And she was like, girl, it's getting crazy. And I was like, yes, you're my only human interaction for the day. So something I do want to remind you guys of, please, 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 if you go out in the world, be kind to the people who are working at Walmart, at the grocery store, at the post office, your FedEx guy, your UPS guy. If you see them during the day, just be so nice to them, be kind to them. They're the ones keeping everything afloat while all of this is going on, and they are just freaking angels. So be kind to them, tell them to have a nice day, just brighten their day a little bit. It's such an easy thing to do, but it's also super easy to forget. So definitely just, put a smile on somebody's face today. Alrighty, so if you guys saw my last haul video, you saw me pick up this vintage Budweiser shirt. It has a lot of yellowing and stains. I washed it and some of the stains did come out, but it still has a lot of yellowing. So what I'm going to do, I picked this product up. A lot of you guys have been telling me to use this, and I've never actually tested it out for myself. It's supposed to be really, really good for getting out like sweat stains, grease stains, yellowing on vintage clothing without hurting the item. A lot of you guys have said that this is an old like vintage clothing trick. So I'm excited to test this out. I'm going to find like a little bucket of sorts to put this in so we can soak this shirt and see how much of the yellowing we can get out. Okay, I can't find a bucket, and obviously I am not going to, drive my ass to Walmart or Home Depot because coronavirus. So I'm just going to empty this bucket and use this bin because I don't, desperate times, man, desperate times. So let's do this. Okay, so these are the instructions. Pre-soak. Add half a cup for mild stains and 1 cup for tough stains to a gallon of warm water. Mix to dissolve biz and soak garments for 1 to 4 hours. 1 to 4 hours? So I have to fill up this bin. Oh my God, I'm a trash human being. I have to fill up this bin with a gallon of warm water. This is how we're doing it. 2 cups at a time. How many cups are in a gallon? I am slightly ashamed that I'm gonna have to Google that. So in case you didn't know, there's 16 cups in a gallon. So it means I have to do this 8 times. So let's get cracking. Is anyone else like me? You just like overthink everything. Like, how warm is warm? What if it's too warm? Will it not work? I'm the worst. Pretty sure this is 4, but we're just gonna wing it. Is there such thing as too much water? I don't know. And 8. Here's the thing. I don't want to put this really strong stain remover in the kitchen measuring cup because that is just toxic and not a good idea. So I'm going to use this red Solo cup. Fun fact, this is 1 ounce. This is 5 ounces. This is 12 ounces. Apparently. Do I believe that? I don't know. But I'm going to fill it to about here, and we're just going to wing it. Yes, come through. That may have been way too much, but screw it. It's the apocalypse. We're doing it. All right, let's just do this. Oh God. Oh no. I got a little aggressive. I got overzealous. You see it splashing? What is this, SeaWorld? All right, let's try to be a little more cautious, shall we? I'm gonna show you what this looks like because it's rather soothing, if I may say so myself. This is not the content you asked for, but it's the content that you're getting because quarantine is making us all crazy. And it's totally fine. We're all fine. Isn't that nice? All right, I think that's probably dissolved enough. I'm gonna go ahead and put the shirt in. So, we have a problem. I think there's a hole in this bin somewhere because I am losing water rapidly. What the hell? So, note to self, check your bin before putting water in it. This is the culprit. You have betrayed me. You have betrayed me. Why? Why? Ugh. You know what? I'm gonna count my blessings. It could have been worse. It could have been bleach. It could have been bleach. But now there's water everywhere. A gallon of water. All over my floor. On my brand new rug. Quarantine is fine. This is going great. This is not good for my mental health. Okay, we're staying on the positive train. Good side is at least that rug can be washed. So it's fine. It's totally fine. Moving on to plan B. I also picked up this guy, which you guys always rave about, and I've never tried it. It was in the clearance section at Walmart, and I only paid 50 cents for it, so I was pretty stoked. So we're gonna try this on items that have smaller stains, more controlled stains, so we don't, you know, spill water all over our floor again. This one is a little easier. You just apply it directly to the stain and leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes. And then you wash the item either by hand or machine. For the sake of time in this video, I'm just going to hand wash the item and see if we can get some stains out. Yes. All right, so I've got a couple items here that we're going to try and work our magic on. One of them is this little top that I absolutely adore. It's from the 70s. It's so cute, but it does have a couple little small stains on the lace. So I'm going to try and get those out. And then I've got this dress, this beautiful 1960s dress that I am just in love with. It does have a super small stain on the sleeve. There it is right there. I think that'll be pretty easy to get out. It doesn't look too set in. All right, so it just says to apply it directly to the stain. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, it's like a gel consistency. That is not what I expected. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't that. Anyways, it says to work it into the stain. So we're just gonna doop, doop, doop. How weird is this video on a scale of 1 to 10? All right, I think that's pretty worked in. So we're gonna let that sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. We're gonna rinse it out and see if it takes the stain out. Alrighty, so now I have applied it to that little spot on the lace. And is it me or is it like already taking the stain out? Maybe I'm crazy. Okay, we're gonna let that sit for 10 minutes and we will rinse it out and I'll be back. Okay, so while we're waiting on that to work its magic, I'm gonna make some lunch like the adult I am. But I do want to talk real quick and give you guys some like words of encouragement. I know sales are super slow right now. Trust me, they are slow for everyone, which is to be expected because people are out of work. They're not spending money on things like clothing or home decor. Those are not necessities at the moment. They're more luxuries, but try not to let that get you down in the dumps. Also, I want to talk about something that I've been seeing a lot on Instagram, and it's people selling mystery boxes. Now, I have mixed feelings about this. I don't like when people try to take advantage of other people in times like this. I understand that we're all trying to make money, but there are other ways to do so. You don't have to rip people off. Also, if you're hurting for inventory, ask your friends and family. A lot of people are going through their closets right now because they're stuck at home, they're bored, so they're purging their closets because they just haven't had a chance to. So ask your friends and family, reach out to them, see if they're getting rid of anything and if they mind just dropping it off at your house, leaving it on the porch so you can get it and then you have inventory. Now, I'm not saying that mystery boxes are all bad, but you have to be really careful and think about it this way. Is it good quality items? Is it stuff that you would pay $5 to $10 a piece for at the thrift store? Probably not. If it's a good deal, like it's $3 to $4 an item and it's good stuff, great, do it. And if that's the way you want to get inventory, cool. But just be careful about who you're buying mystery boxes from because, again, you know, there's some bad people in the world and, you know, some people are just trying to take advantage of you. So things that I'm doing to be able to keep up listing every day is I have slowed down the amount that I'm listing every day. So instead of listing like 5 items a day, I've dropped down to like 1 to 2 items a day. Some days I only do 1 item, but I do want to keep up that consistency frequency of listing. I don't want my closet to go stale. I don't want, you know, the momentum that I had built up with sales to slow down. Obviously, sales are not really existent at the moment, but keeping that momentum going and keeping your closet active is super, super important right now. Even if you're not seeing the fruits of your labor, I know it can be very difficult to continue to work and continue to stay motivated. I mean, I slacked off for like 4 days and did like absolutely nothing. Good thing I already had stuff photographed, so I was able to still list, but I really slacked off and really was lacking in motivation because it's hard to continue to do work when you're not getting anything in return. Like, you're not getting paid to do the work, you're just working. So it's very difficult. So I just want to encourage you guys to hang in there and keep your heads up. It's also okay to take a break if you're just not feeling it and it's making you more frustrated than it is bringing you joy. Then maybe just take a break, take a couple days, recharge, do some painting, do some coloring, do a puzzle. I don't care what you do, but make yourself happy during this time. Your mental health is important. This is your public service announcement. All right, back to our scheduled content. Just to give you some perspective of how crazy I'm going, I've been standing here talking to you guys for like 10 minutes. Could have been boiling this water, but I didn't turn the stove on. I'm telling you, we're all losing our minds, so don't feel bad. It is pouring down rain outside and it is so dark, which is not helping motivation in the slightest, but I did want to let you guys know that I am working on putting a blog together. So for any of like my teaching videos where I give you guys like a guide on like the different sleeve types or the different necklines, or my history of series where I'm like giving you guys a bunch of information about different brands, a lot of you guys have been commenting on those videos asking me to make like a chart of those things or create some type of thing where you guys can go and reference it really quickly instead of having to like watch the whole video again. And I am working on that. I do want to let you guys know though, in the meantime, I do have a vintage Pinterest board where I pin a lot of information. So if you guys want to check that out in the meantime, I will leave it linked down in the description box. So I'm going to finish eating my lunch and I'm going to share my closet real quick a couple times because I've been slacking on that. And we'll check on our stains and see if they have been removed. All right, so I rinsed the stain removal out, and as you can see, the stain is completely gone. Yes, 10 out of 10, recommend. And now, as you can see, the lace is perfectly white and stain free, so I am excited to get these items listed. So another thing that I really want to get done is open up a separate business account, because I have been reselling for 2 years and I've just been using my regular personal bank account, which is a no-no, I'm aware. So I think it's time to buckle down and actually get a business account. So oh, you fell. How did that happen? So anyways, my sister was telling me about Charles Schwab, so that's what I'm looking into. I do have a business account through PayPal, like I have an actual like debit card through them. And I know I could just use that, but I kind of want to look into like some investment banks and see like how can I go about this in the best way possible. If anybody has any suggestions, do you have a business account that you love? Let me know down in the comments below. To be quite honest, when it comes to the business side of things, that is where I do not shine. Your girl shines in creativity, not in her brain. God, my brain is just mush at this point. But yeah, the business side is not my strong suit. I kind of need guidance in my life. So if anybody has any suggestions, let me know down below. Because, you know, running your own business is freaking hard. Like, nobody teaches you this. You just kind of have to learn as you go. And that's something that I really want to start like buckling down on in 2020. What a great time to start that, right? With this whole pandemic going on. And basically financially ruining everyone, but it is something that I do want to get serious about. Also, let me know down in the comments below what you guys are doing to stay sane. Are you, you know, tackling your death pile? Are you relisting? Because if you're not relisting, you should be relisting. That's a good way to keep up that momentum of listing every day. But yeah, let me know what you guys are doing to stay sane, because this is just a time. It's funny because I never really left the house before. I was always very much like a homebody. I only went out like twice a week, and that was just to go to Goodwill. But now that I'm being told that I have to stay inside, it's really doing a number on my mind. So, you know, we're just hanging in there. We're trying to keep it together and not lose it. So it is actually the next day, and I am taking a walk because it is a beautiful, beautiful day today. I wanted to come out here and make an outro because I didn't want to just like cut the video there and just like leave you guys hanging, but I actually stopped working yesterday. I got a phone call from one of my friends with some pretty bad news about her mom, and I got a phone call from another friend about his dad. So it is really, really starting to get scary, and now, you know, it just hits you differently when it's people that you know and it hits close to home and it's affecting your loved ones. It's really scary, and it kind of spiked my anxiety yesterday. So I had a little bit of a panic attack, which hasn't happened in a long time, and I just needed to take the rest of the day off. So that's what I did. Today I'm just trying to like get outside. It's a beautiful, beautiful day outside, and just kind of like be surrounded by nature, calm myself down. You know, I allowed myself to lay in bed last night and just chill, let my mind, you know, be chaotic and sort itself out. And then I woke up this morning and felt a lot better. Like I said earlier, please, please, please take care of your mental health. Do not let it slip. Don't slip into that dark depression. I know it's easy. It's tempting. I know. But if you have to force yourself to get out of the bed and take a walk for 5 minutes, do so. Your mental health is so, so important, especially at a time like this. And I want you guys to come out on the other end of this stronger and better than ever. So I just want to encourage you, if you are struggling with your anxiety, take a walk outside. Whatever it is that's going to bring you joy, do it for at least 5 minutes. At least 5 minutes. And I promise you'll feel better. I want you guys to know that I'm always here for you guys. I love you guys so, so much. You guys have been great to me. You guys have been super encouraging. This community just amazes me all the time. You guys are great. So I'm keeping everyone in my thoughts and prayers, and thank you for doing the same for me. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to finish my walk, and then I'm going to go back in here and edit this video and get it up for you guys. I hope I was able to keep you company and maybe bring a little laughter and joy to your day. That's always my main goal. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys on Friday. Bye, guys.